What's up, guys? This is Barton with Grizzly Tactical Solutions, and we wanted to cover today just a quick little principle called the added value principle. So a lot of times on the range we'll have people that come out, whether they've been shooting for years or whether they're just starting out. A couple of the common traits that you see between people is just how they draw their firearm. And we like to talk a lot about, when it comes to added value, not taking shortcuts or just kind of being lackadaisical with things. So you'll hear the commands on the range: shooters, stand by. And when you hear stand by, then you hear threat and they draw the gun out. Well, before that, there's kind of a process where we allow shooters to just kind of get relaxed and make ready so that they can have a draw stroke out on the threat, on the target, and then come back, search and assess, and reholster the weapon. What you see happen a lot of times in that process is the lackadaisicalness, where it basically looks like this. You hear shooters online, shooters make ready. So when they make ready, the firearm is unloaded, and a lot of times they'll just come out, look down, they'll kind of look around like, okay, what's everybody else doing? Then they'll take a magazine and they'll load it looking down like this, and then they'll just reholster. So there's all this wasted movement, wasted mental capacity going on, where it's kind of building bad habits. What we want to see, and this is one thing that we cover, and we make sure that students do this from the very beginning over and over and over again, is the added value principle. So you will hear on the range line, shooters make ready. So whenever we say shooters make ready, we want them to draw out, get proper sight alignment, sight picture on the target, come back to compressed ready in their workspace, search and assess, and when they do, come and grab a magazine, keeping their eyes forward, load that magazine, rack the gun, punch back out, acquire the target, and then come back, holster the weapon. And every single time before any drill, we have them do that over and over and over again. So it's just draw out, draw out, draw out. And what they're doing is they're adding value to that muscle memory. They're not creating bad habits. They're not creating wasted movement, wasted energy, and not creating things in their mind that if a stressful situation ever occurs with a bad individual where their life is in danger, or they're someone is inducing a threat upon their life, they're not going to fall back to something that would create wasted time to be able to get onto the threat. So that's why we talk about added value all the time. The same thing is if you're on the range, just making sure that your muzzle is always down to the ground, that you're not being lackadaisical, that the gun is never out unless you're on line and you're pointing downrange. So you never want to have these little habits that you just think are just not big deals, but what they do is they build bad habits and they build bad directions. It takes your training to the left or the right. Added value, always add principle to doing things properly, adding proper value and muscle memory to your training. So this is Barton Pickens with Grizzly Tactical Solutions. That's added value. I'm out.